How's it going, YouTube? My name is Blake Yarbrough and welcome back. Today's video is going to be a recap of the top five best and worst pickups that I've had in 2019. Now, I have been very fortunate to be able to purchase quite a few shoes this year, which some of them I love and I wear them all the time. And then some of them, for whatever reason, I didn't like them when I got them in hand, or maybe I was just trying to resell and make some money and it didn't pan out. But for whatever reason, I'm gonna show you guys today the top 5 best and worst pickups that I've had. I think we'll go ahead and start off with the top 5 best. But before we get started, guys, go ahead, smash that like button and subscribe down below. I'm trying to reach 5,000 subscribers to do the next sneaker giveaway here on my channel. So subscribe down below if you want to be part of that giveaway. You can also follow me on Instagram at PlainKicksATL. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and show you number 5. Starting off at number 5 is the Reverse Shatter Backboard 2.0. Now, this is one of my favorite Jordan 1s that I have in my collection. I love the color blocking, and I'm not even that big of a fan of orange on a sneaker, but for whatever reason, the orange and the sail on this pair I think just looks really nice. And of course, everybody knows that the quality on these is fantastic. Maybe not like the original version, but the leather on these is crazy nice. So this was my number 5 pickup. I'm really glad to have them in my collection. Definitely not going to sell them, and one I'll be wearing quite a bit. Moving on to number 4 is the Air Max 1 by Miko Chuseok. Now, this is an Air Max 1 that I actually just recently picked up, and I did a full review and video on this shoe as well. You can click the link right here in the top corner. But this shoe is absolutely amazing. And the reason why I picked this shoe as my number 4 pickup is because it's got such a great story behind it. I love the overall neutral tones of the shoe with the pops of green here on the swoosh sock liner, and then the navy on the heel counter. It's a shoe that's very easy to wear, and then the gum bottoms really just tie it all in. So this will be a shoe I'm not afraid to wear, crease, get a little scuffed up, because I think overall Air Max 1s kind of look better worn. Moving on up the list to number 3 is the Nike Blazer 77. Now, this is a very affordable sneaker. It's the cheapest on the list for sure. Comes in at a price of $100. This is the white and black pair. I've also got the white and yellow pair here, and both of these I just recently picked up. And the cool thing is, at $100, it allows me to have multiple pairs. And the interesting thing about this blazer is, here's my pair that I've been wearing now for a few months, and I think they actually kind of age and look better worn. Now, I'll keep the leather clean, but I think the midsole, like kind of the dirtier it gets, it actually looks better. It fits the shoe because you've got this raw edge tongue, which gives it that vintage feel. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys think. Do you like it with the dirty midsole like this, or would you prefer a nice, crispy, clean pair like this? Which one looks better? Drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. But again, I think this is a great shoe to have in your collection. This is why I ranked it number 3, because it's a very versatile shoe. And you know, for $100, it's not gonna break the bank, and it's an easy way to add a different style into your collection. All right, so you've seen 5, 4, and 3. Now, number 2 is a shoe that I got extremely lucky because I won this shoe through the sneakers draw system. I couldn't believe it. When I won these, it took 25 minutes, I think, before I got an answer whether I'd won or not. And I feel like usually if you win, it's pretty quick, and then if you lose, it actually takes a little bit longer to know that you lost. And so basically after 20 or so minutes, I was like, I definitely probably lost on these. And then boom, I got the glorious got 'em screen pop up on my phone and just jumped out of bed. I was so excited. And the shoe that I'm referring to is the Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott. Now, this shoe looks absolutely fantastic on feet. I honestly wear this shoe all the time. It's a very easy shoe to wear, I think, with the black and brown and white. I like the pop of pink in the laces. I think this lace looks the best. My only complaint is I wish all the laces were this kind of fat oval lace. I don't like the wax laces that they put in them, and that would be my only real complaint on the shoe, other than I wish also that this was a black leather instead of a nubuck. I thought that was kind of weird that they changed the materials on the shoe. Other than that, I really love this shoe so much. I'm so happy that I was able to get it for retail. Not many people can say that, and so I was very fortunate, and that's why this shoe is number 2 on my list. And the number 1 shoe on my list, best pickup for me so far of 2019. It probably doesn't need any introduction if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while or you've seen my previous videos. That is the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott High. Now, believe it or not, I actually got these for retail through the sneakers app as well. I know it's crazy to say that I got both Travis Scott ones, the highs and the lows, through the sneakers app, but that's just how lucky I got this year. This was a shoe that I really wanted, and of course, as you know, pretty much everybody had issues with the sneakers app crashing. I had the same issues. One of my friends, Aaron, actually got through and got a pair after about like 20 minutes, and he texted me, told me to keep trying. So I tried for another 5 or 6 minutes and was able to get through and purchase these. And I mean, just like anybody, I was absolutely ecstatic. I went crazy because getting a shoe like this, a hyped shoe like this for retail, is so rare. I mean, it doesn't happen to me very often. Even though I got both of these for retail, I don't get every shoe for retail. If I want a shoe that's hyped like this, usually I do have to pay resale price. So I was very fortunate to get these for retail. I do wear them. I'm not gonna sell them. I love this shoe. And I used to be the person that was scared to wear my shoes because I didn't want to get them messed up. And I still try to be careful. I'm not gonna wear these out in the rain or out in the mud. You know, I think shoes are meant to be worn. So I'm trying to practice that mentality of wearing my shoes. I'll still take really good care of them, but I want to wear them and enjoy them like they're meant to be. So that will pretty much round out my top 5 best sneaker pickups of 2019. We've got the reverse shattered backboard 2.0 Jordan 1s. We've got the Air Max 1 Chuseok by Miko. We've got the Nike Blazer 77. This is just a classic shoe, love this shoe. And then we've got the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low and the Travis Scott Jordan 1 High, rounding out the number 1 and number 2 spots. And while I'm super excited to have all of these shoes in my collection this year, there's some that just didn't really pan out. So let's go ahead and jump into the top 5 worst pickups of 2019. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be the top 5 worst pickups that I had in 2019. Now this could be I either didn't like the shoe in person, maybe I was trying to resell the shoe and didn't make any money, but for whatever reason, these are the top 5 worst pickups that I had in 2019. Starting off the list is the Nike Vaporfly Next Percent. Now this shoe I think looks amazing aesthetically. I absolutely love Nike running shoes. Even if it's technically a running shoe, it's what I like to wear on just an everyday basis, and so I thought this shoe looked really neat, very aggressive as far as the styling goes, and I really wanted to try this out because I like the Vapor Street Flyknit so much, and this is basically the performance version of that, and so I wanted to try out the Zoom X sole, and so this shoe I think looks awesome. However, I think the quality and the price is definitely off. This shoe is $250, which is very expensive for a running shoe, and I do not think they hold up very well at all. I've only worn these shoes probably like 5 times, and you can already see some pretty bad wear and tear on them. I just don't think for $250 a shoe should wear out this quickly. I understand that it's strictly meant for running, but I'm not even running in them. I'm basically just walking. It's just crazy. The midsole, like here on the toe, you can see that it's ripping. I just really was disappointed in the overall quality and construction of this shoe, and for that reason, this is number 5 worst pickup of 2019 for me. Number 4 is going to be the Yeezy Boost 350 Citron non-reflective. Now this is a shoe that I got through the Adidas app, and I didn't even remember that I had actually entered to purchase the shoe. And so one day I got a notification from Adidas, congratulations, you've purchased the Yeezy Boost 350 Citron. I knew the shoe wasn't going to be worth much money, but I was hoping to be able to flip it and make a little bit, and that just wasn't the case. I ended up losing like $20 or $30 on the shoe, and this year there were just so many Yeezy Boost 350s that were released, and pretty much all of them look the exact same. It's all a neutral monochromatic kind of shoe, and so I think once I got the shoe in hand, it was just kind of underwhelming. Not really anything exciting about this shoe in particular. And so that is why it is number 4 on the worst pickup of 2019. Now, number 3 is actually a shocker to me. I thought this shoe would do really well based on how the previous models had kind of done. But number 3 on my worst pickup list is the Jordan 3 Tinker Hatfield, the white and red Air Max 1 model with the removable swooshes. The removable swooshes are amazing. I thought that was a really cool concept. You got so many options. And so I think they did a really good job on that. But for whatever reason, I think the shoe is just too widely produced to be worth any money. I paid full retail for my pair, and they ended up going on sale on so many websites. Now, I don't want you to think it's all about the hype, because it's obviously not all about hype for me. I have tons of shoes in my collection that have no hype at all, but I absolutely love them. But this was a shoe that I wanted to purchase and then maybe flip down the road for some money. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. This shoe went on sale so many websites, and so I did sell them on StockX, and I think I lost probably around $30 or $40 on these. And I honestly think it's a shoe that should have done much better. I think it was just maybe overproduced, but that was a really sick Jordan 3. Maybe down the road people will look back and really appreciate that shoe. I think it was awesome, but it's just a shoe that didn't do so well for me, and so that's why it's number 3 on my list. Moving on to number 2, this is a shoe that had so much controversy surrounding it, and Jordan Brand, for whatever reason, I think they screwed this one up. I don't know what happened. I don't know if anybody knows the real story, but this shoe is the Jordan 4 Raptor OVO Drake pair. Now, I actually purchased 2 pairs of these shoes once they released. I purchased a pair from the OVO site and I purchased one from Sneakers. And this was a shoe that was supposed to release in 2018, but it got pushed back. And then Jordan Brand released a version without the Drake signature on it. And then they later on released the pair with the Drake signature. It honestly just didn't make any sense. And I think for that reason, Jordan Brand killed the hype on this shoe, because they basically released the exact same shoe twice. They just changed the label on the tongue. And so I really think it's Jordan Brand's fault for ruining this shoe, because if they had just originally released the pair with Drake's signature on it, I think it would have done much better, honestly. Also, the quality was pretty trash. A lot of people's pairs had glue stains, just weird scuff marks on them, lots of creasing on the shoe, and mine did too. Both the pairs that I got honestly had issues, and so usually if people find out that the quality control was pretty bad on a pair, it instantly drives down the value. Now, I actually sold my pair just last week, and I was able to get back most of the money because the prices have kind of started to go back up, and so I think I only lost about $10 on that pair of shoes. Jordan Brand really dropped the ball on this one, and that's why it is the number 2 worst pickup for me in 2019. All right, guys, we have made it to the number 1 worst pickup for me of 2019. Now, if you like today's video, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe down below. We will be doing another sneaker giveaway once we hit 5,000 subscribers, and we're getting close. We're about to hit 3,800. It's about 1,200 more subscribers, and we will be doing another sneaker giveaway. So subscribe down below, guys. I appreciate your support. You guys are awesome. Everybody that likes, comments, shares my videos, I really appreciate you guys. It inspires me to make more content for you. And even though we missed last Monday's scheduled video, which I apologize for, I was actually moving to a new apartment, and so I just didn't have the time and the capacity to go ahead and put together a video for you guys. But now we are back on schedule. New videos every Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys for the support. Now let me tell you what the number one worst pickup for me in 2019. This was a really bad one, guys. It was just really, really awful. It is the Jordan 6 Social Status. Now, this one released at the All-Star game, and I'm not even a fan of Jordan 6s. I am not even ashamed to say it. I picked this shoe up to make a video for you guys, and then to also try and flip it, because at the time of me purchasing, these were selling for like $350, $400. These were released back in February at the NBA All-Star break, and I got a Twitter notification that they were available on the Social Status website, and so I immediately hopped on my phone and went ahead and purchased not 1, not 2, but 3 pairs of these. 3. I purchased 3 pairs, and as you may know, or maybe you don't know, these ended up releasing later on through the Sneakers app. They flooded the market, in my opinion, with this shoe. This should have been an extremely limited shoe, and it would have held its value. It was an NRG release, and so the quality was amazing. I think the design was actually really cool. I didn't really dig the pony hair, but some people love it. I do think the details on the shoe were actually really nice. I'm not trying to dog the shoe. I think it was a really cool collaboration between Jordan Brand and Social Status. I just think they didn't really execute their release properly. It should have been kind of like an all-star exclusive, or it should have been more exclusive. I just felt like an NRG, such a unique collaboration, should have been made a little more limited. It's not something that you want to really just mass produce, but that's just my opinion. I think the price tag on them was $225 from what I remember, but I definitely took 3 fat L's on these, 3 big L's. Like, the value just went down and down and down. I sold all 3 pair of mine and at least recouped a majority of the money, 85-90% of the money that I spent. But I did take about a $30 or $40 L on each pair, which really stinks. I mean, nobody wants to take L's. And this was the biggest loss of the year for me, was the Jordan 6 Social Status. And that is why it ranks number 1 as the worst pickup for me in 2019. That is gonna wrap up today's video, guys. Smash that like button, subscribe down below, and I will see you next Monday.